Hey guys, my name is Andy Schultz and I'm a real estate agent here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I wanted to first of all say thank you to those who tuned into my first video ever made. I really appreciate the comments and the feedback I got from that, as well as the questions that were raised so that I can try to have more topics along the way, and I promise I will get videos out soon that cover those topics you guys suggested, so I appreciate that, and please keep that coming. Today I'm going to cover a topic that's near and dear to those people who are going to be selling real estate. It's if I should use a real estate agent or if I should not. So I'm going to cover some 3 quick tips on that. First of all, I want to say that I'm not in the real estate business. I'm in the business of creating opportunities for my clients to feel empowered to create and shape their own destiny, and I believe that buying and selling real estate plays a huge role in my clients' future. I help my clients feel confident and secure in that decision, and because I believe that owning real estate will be the biggest financial decision that most people make. And I promise to deliver a unique experience for my clients because I believe that my clients deserve a scout to lead them and celebrate with them along the ever-changing road of real estate. So my first topic that I want to cover real quick, or my first tip I should say, is that realtors have a load of expertise, so why not use them? We are professionals. This is what we do day in and day out. I am personally constantly trying to figure out how I can better connect with people, sales strategies, different techniques that we can use to buy and sell property faster. I'm constantly trying to grow and innovate myself so that I can be better prepared to serve my clients better, to put more value into them faster. That's how I look at that. Plus, I have more tools than the common seller does. We have the MLS. We have tons and tons and tons of paperwork that we could use that covers anything that could arise along the way. That we have a piece of paper that we could fill out that would cover that. I also have multiple different advertising avenues that the common seller doesn't have. So that's why we are set apart. That's why we're the experts in this field. My second point is that real estate agents have more connections than most sellers do. I cannot even count how many contacts I have of loan offers in town. I have other agents who I can call and ask if they have a buyer or what property they have that's hot right now. I have tons of lawyers and title companies on hand that we can use to get the title search done. I have home inspections on hand. I have pest inspections on hand. I have repairmen on hand. Like, we have all this stuff available. I have all this stuff available for my sellers so that if something comes up, I got somebody who can take care of it. And we have all this stuff on speed dial for you guys. So now it's readily available to all my sellers. My third point and my last point is that agents know the real estate market better than anyone else. Why not use somebody who is up to speed and up to date on what's going on in our local market? I can tell you offhand what the market's doing, what price points are selling the fastest, which ones are taking longer, what sizes of the house are, what's the average square foot of the house that's going on in the market right now. I can look at it and say which side of town is selling faster, which side of town is selling slower. I can tell you about interest rates. I have all this stuff available because I know the real estate market. I spend days, hours each day looking and studying and trying to figure out the real estate market better so that I can bring that to my clients and help them sell their property faster. So I want to talk real quick. Those are 3 tips that I have, but I also want to talk about a few other things just real fast and give you some reasons about why people steer away from using real estate agent when it comes to sales, and I want to kind of combat that with some statistics that I looked up. Typically, most people steer away from real estate agents when they go to sales because they're going to have to pay the commission of the real estate agents, and that's very understandable. Typically, it's about 6%. My last video, I talked very briefly about a dual representation that can happen. That's where one agent can represent the seller and the buyer, but in that scenario, typically, I'll try to negotiate my commission down a little bit to benefit the seller so they don't have to pay that full 6% because that can save them some money in the long run. According to the National Association of Realtors, which is NAR, they did a study of all last year in 2015. I'm going to give you a couple of statistics from that. Number one is that 89% of all sales last year were assisted, according to the National Association of Realtors. They were assisted by a real estate agent. That's awesome. 89%, that's pretty high, that's really good. And then down here below, only 8% were done for sale by owner. So that leaves a variance of about 3% there. My math is not great, but I know that doesn't equal 100. But 89% of people use a real estate agent and only 8% use for sale by owner. That's all fine and good, but when we get down a little bit lower, this is where it gets really interesting. For the 89% that used a real estate agent, the average sales price of that property was $249,000. So that's pretty good. Now they did have to pay real estate fees out of that, so that would be coming out of $249,000. But the 8% that did not use an agent, their average sales price was only $210,000, which is about $39,000 less. So those people that use an agent got a profit of $39,000 more. So I gave you 3 quick tips about why you should use an agent, but statistics give you 39,000 more reasons why you should use an agent when you're going to sell your property. Also, real quick, on Realtor.com, they did a study that in March of last year in our area alone, the average days on the market was 63 days. And that's a little over 2 months, which is not that bad given our market that we have right now. But according to ForSaleByOwner.com, they had a study that was on there that was done a little while ago, but it was saying that those people that did not use an agent, it took 20 days longer to sell their property because it was not on the MLS. But that's only one avenue in advertising. That doesn't mean that we're only limited to the MLS. The properties that were sold with an agent sold way faster than that because there's not just the MLS, there's all the different avenues that we covered earlier that we have available and ready to use. So my last thought is, today in the world that we live in, instant gratification is king, and whoever can do something faster and smarter always wins. So I don't understand sometimes when sellers go to sell their property that they would rather take longer to sell it and not make as much money. How are they going to win when you could sell it faster for more money and you will win? That makes more sense to me. So if you guys agree with me, please give me a phone call, give me a text or a message. I'd love to help you guys out in selling your property. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys have a great day and let me know how I can help. Take care.